Yusuf, yes, I can hear you clearly. The mood here, it's still dead. It's silence, of course. This coming as we've been relaying live, it's a shocker to many, and at this particular residence where the CS lived, or where he was until last night when he met when he died. This is the environment that we are witnessing, and there's a pin drop silence, save for security officers that have been deployed here, of course, to start manning the residence, and we've not been able to get any information as to who else could have come in, but and then the media hasn't been allowed. This is the farthest we can go, of course. The privacy that has to be accorded to the family. This was the CS for Interior, so security is paramount. We can be able to see every tight security personnel in there, and of course you've seen as I mentioned on my right, this is the senior police officer that is coordinating things here. Remember that we understand the family of the late John Keane is the only one that has been able to get in, and they are trying to get in touch with the family. Remember that the Interior CS's wife, as we confirmed earlier, she's also been admitted at the Nairobi hospital. She suffered a shock, and immediately after the husband, CS Interior, passed on. So nobody is in here apart from the children and close family friends. That is the family from the late John Keane. But we will be talking to Kajiado North Member of Parliament, Joseph Manje. Otieno, if you could just begin to allow the vehicle to pass before we go back to that particular spot, so that we engage Kajiado North Member of Parliament. Mheshimiwa, if you can just join us this side, and maybe could be able to confirm to us perhaps who else are we expecting, or who is in there, because you're among the few that have been able to be granted access into the late CS Nkaissery's house.
Let me first take this opportunity to condole with the people of Kajiado County and Kajiado North in particular, being my constituency, and say in the morning I went to the funeral home to view the body. It is true he has died, because us people in Kajiado, we were not believing that is the thing. So far, people are still at the funeral home. Leaders are meeting elsewhere also and coming this way. I decided to come home and check what is happening, but very soon also I'll be leaving, because still we can't access the home at the moment. I want to say, as people of Kajiado, we have really lost a leader who was very articulate, very firm in decision making, a real general who respected the rule of law. I've interacted with the Honorable Nkaissery in many fora, especially as a member of parliament. We used to meet in parliament, in the plenary, and also in the canteen, in the eating areas and all that. But what I can assure Kenyans is that they have really lost a general, a person who really works for the country.
Many are trying to get details, and perhaps if you are in your position as a leader, have you been able to get details on what exactly transpired? Because when you try to trace his last movements, of course, he was seen at Uhuru Park, where he joined the president, the deputy president, among other leaders, Nairobi governor, plus the leaders of the church in that prayer service for the August 8th general election. From there, have you been able to be told from Uhuru Park, where did he go? If you could just try to tell us what you've gathered in as far as his last movements have been could be traced.
That one is not very clear, unless what people are saying here. He came to the house, then I think he collapsed, and he was taken to Karen Hospital. I think he was pronounced dead on arrival. So we don't have information as per now, because these are just basics, the preliminaries. So we don't have any concrete information. As you can see, there's nobody at home. So we don't have information that is reliable at the moment.
Mm-hmm. In terms of the Maasai community, of course, this comes as yet another major setback. They were yet to recover from the losses of William Ole Ntimama, John Keane, and now Nkaissery. And of course, initially we had Saitoti. So you look at Saitoti, Ntimama, Keane, and now Nkaissery. As the community, how is the community handling this?
as I've said, it's just basically we have started mourning, all right? And it's a shock to everybody. When Professor George Saitoti died, we thought the county will go disarray because you see our county is a bit sensitive county. We need readers who can talk peace about the different communities that are in the county. We have more than 42 communities, Kenyan communities, living in the county. Therefore, it requires readers who are very sober, people who unifying factors. And Nkaissery is one of them. John Keane was one of them. People who articulate, people who will see other Kenyans as Kenyans also. So I think this is the time as a people in the county who should sit together and make the county even more peaceful more peaceful the way it has been. Let us take this opportunity to make sure that this death also unifies us.
Lastly, at the Lee Funeral Home, we were able to talk to Kajiado Central Member of Parliament Memusi and the Governor Nkaissery, and they hinted, or they said that as the leadership, there was a meeting that was to be convened. I mean, has it been confirmed what time exactly is the leadership from the county meeting?
We are still discussing. There was to be a meeting at Serena or Park Place. So we are still deliberating. So if we'll meet in Serena, we'll go there. If it is Park Place, we'll go there and deliberate and see the way forward for this. We start burial preparations maybe.
Okay, thank you so much. Yusuf, that is Kajiado North Member of Parliament, Mheshimiwa Manje, of course, among the, he is actually the first leader that has arrived here, and as he has confirmed, the security behind us, and of course for the respect of privacy of the family, we cannot go beyond this, but I'll try to give you a 360 turn just to paint for you a picture. So these are the security personnel that have been deployed here, of course, to guard. This was the interior CS. Of course, it goes without saying that that is the kind of security arrangement that we do expect. Then behind me is the battery of journalists that are also here, of course, from across the media houses that are here trying to await the arrival. We understand that we could be expecting, a host of VIPs to begin streaming in at this particular home later in the afternoon. And I think perhaps what could have occasioned that delay is for the simple reason that we've said the wife to Interior CS Joseph Nkaissery has been admitted at the Nairobi hospital that is adjacent to the Lee Funeral Home where the body of the late Nkaissery is. So that could be the reason. So most probably many from the morgue, they are moving into the hospital to try and check on how she's faring on, and that perhaps explains why there is little activity at this particular residence. Yusuf, if you can hear me, over to you.